What's happening, all you beautiful people? Your boy, the Vaslap, is in the ing. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. I said it like that. It is in the building. It is episode 23, I think. 23, 22, somewhere around there. You guys can just read the description. You'll see it there. Anyway, it is the end of the season. We have one more game in the league, and then we'll have some international football with Uruguay taking on not Brazil, no. Is Argentina that we're taking on the mighty Argentina. And then on top of that, we also have a little bit of a grudge match against Bolivia, but that's for more personal reasons why it's a grudge match. But anyway, those are the two matches we got coming up for you internationally. Guys, we're back. We've got some international football and we've got the cup competition. We have managed to postpone the match against Nacional into the 29th. And the reason behind that is I've selected 6 Peñarol players to play in the national team. They're on there by merit. I'm not going to deny it. They are there on merit. I didn't pick them because they play for Peñarol. They are there specifically on merit. And it is a huge risk on my side because it does then mean players like Franco Gonzalez starts getting interest from elsewhere. And it's putting them on the showcase. So I do feel by the end of the season, Lucas Santos, Moro Skunka, Franco Gonzalez, Guzman will all start getting some more accredited acclaims on there. In the meantime, though, before we speak about Uruguay and everything like that, we are going to talk a little bit about Peñarol. And the reason is that I've kind of hit a stumbling block when it comes to Peñarol because we've got the money. We do. It's not that we don't. The problem is the board aren't willing to negotiate with us and try and increase that transfer of 35% transfer revenue made in selling players. So when it does come to buying players, they don't give us a big enough budget. And the problem is they keep reducing my wage budget to 168 for next season, which is not ideal in the grand scheme of things. And the thing is, we're not making a huge loss month to month, and we are making some decent profit since I've taken over. And you can see it's been steadily increasing. So I don't understand why the board are reluctant to give me that money. And the other thing I've noticed with our quest for Copa Libertadores is that if we look at the Libertadores trophy, you can have a look here. It's Argentinian and Brazilian teams all the way. We look at the past winners. It's literally been Brazil or Argentina. There hasn't been a different team in the final two for quite some time. I think you got to go to Lanús. I think they're the only last. No, they're Argentinian. I thought they were Peruvian. Independiente de Valle. There you go. Ecuadorian team was the last time someone in the top 2 was not Brazilian or Argentinian. So I do feel that if we want to make it quite further in the... oh, that's interesting. Paraguayan team made it all the way there. Twice. We have come second once, but I mean, in order for us to actually be competitive, we do need to buy in quite a lot of good quality players. Not to say that we don't have quality players. We really, really do. But we have been relying on youngsters in the likes of 22-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 19-year-olds. You can see the likes of, Julio Rivera, 18, Arakucha, 18, Gadea, 19, Skunka, 22. I mean, it's a very young squad. Perez, 22, Roca, 19, Gerard, 18, Santos 19, Bonilla 18, Oliveira 19, Federico 19, 17. It's a young squad, guys. It is a very, very young squad. And the thing is, we do have a good squad. I just don't think it is that extra squad that we have to get to the final day. So I am going to break one of the rules. One of the rules was that I cannot apply for other jobs. But it's just become a little bit boring going through the Peñarol system the whole time. With that being said, there isn't really an opportunity at the moment. I am looking at Brazilian teams and Argentinian teams, and so far out of the three that are very insecure, we've got Sport Recife, who finished 20th and are getting relegated from the Brazilian team. So they're not going to be ideal to take them on. And also financially, they're not doing great. In Argentina, we've got Tucumán, who are okay. I just don't think, I think it's going to be a similar situation with Peñarol and them. And then Huracan was probably the most likely, if I had to switch, to go to them. They were media predicted to come 7th. They have been up and down throughout the leagues. Only issue again is a 1.49 million balance, and they've got a budget of 2.95. So I don't know if it's going to be enough to get in through. The Brazilian league has officially finished with Flamengo on top. So I'm going to keep an eye out on the transfers, see what's happening. But for today, though, we are going to concentrate on Uruguay. And like I said, we do have the Nacional game as well coming up in the Cup final. We are taking Bolivia in our first game. And just 4 days away, we take on Argentina to go into potentially a World Cup qualifier round. I have found out there is more games next year. So it's not just the 2028. We do play in 2029 as well. We are currently sitting in second. Bolivia are sitting in 8th. Argentina are behind us by 1 point. We are 3 points behind Brazil. So we are in a comfortable position. With that being said, this is the team that is starting against Brazil. It's going to be Mele in goals. We've seen him in goals before. Rosso gets his debut as a Uruguayan international at 31 years old. He had a fantastic season with us. With the amount of assists that he has popped up with 12 or 13 assists in all competitions, 5 goals. There was no way I was not going to call him. Casqueres comes back into the squad after a lengthy little absence. He's been playing over in Saudi. And alongside him, Guzman will get his 3rd cap for Uruguay. Played well in the first 2 games. And Piqueres comes in on the left-hand side, back into the squad. He was injured previously, so he couldn't come in, the Palmeiras guy. The reason Guzman is playing ahead of Boselli is that he is suspended, with Pereira also suspended, our backup centre-back position. In the midfield, we're going to go with Valverde in the midfield, a strong, solid player. Ugarte coming next to him. He is one of the most expensive players in the world at 214 to 233 million. It was an absolute no-brainer that I had to bring him into the squad, find a spot for him. I know he's more suitable for a ball-winning midfielder, but we are going to play him as a central midfielder today. I think he'll do okay. We do have backups in the likes of Palacios and... Zalzar and Diaz. Zalzar, 4 caps, 3 goals for him. He could also come in as an attacking midfield option, where we do have Gonzalez getting his first ever cap for Uruguay alongside Duarte. I think it's Bolivia's a weaker team, so that's why I'm giving these guys their debuts. And then up front, Open at our final. Skunka, 22, getting his debut. And Santos, who's had 4 caps already for Uruguay, starting up front for us. Played in all 4 games that we played previously with Uruguay. We're going to the game. Darwin Núñez is on the bench with Luciano Rodriguez. Palacios and Torres are backup attacking midfielders. Bakia and Correa, the 2 backup goalkeepers. I was thinking of playing Correa to get his debut, but I need the points, so I don't want to risk it too much and upset the apple cart. So we're going to go with tried and tested Melee. And 3 minutes in, and our star striker is already injured. That's not ideal. Darwin Núñez come in there. I mean, Santos is out. That's not good for the Nacional game as well. I hope it's not a long-term injury. But yeah, when we play against teams with the 5 at the back, we tend to do quite well as the box formation. So I'm hoping that transcends into the Uruguay squad as well. We will see. Piqueres to Skunka, looking for options. Valverde in the middle back to Guzman. Goes across to Piqueres. Piqueres with the opportunity. Crosses to the back post. Darwin Núñez coming off the bench. Fantastic little header for his 20th Uruguayan goal. Darwin Núñez makes it 1-0. Coming off the bench to replace the injured Santos. And there's a good finish, a good cross. Very, very good cross from the wing-back. And Núñez puts it into the back of the net very easily, actually. in the end. Very much unmarked. Exactly what you want in these sort of situations. You know, you lose a big name in your team. One guy that you're focusing on has had already 4 games for Uruguay. And then, doesn't get an opportunity to perform because he gets injured 3 minutes in. And Nunes steps up to the plate. Good, fantastic little start. Again, a lot of these guys like Valverde, Ugarte, Duarte, we know what we're getting in them. So I don't expect them to finish the game. That's what I'm going to say. Duarte to Gonzalez. Back to Rosso. Jean-Pierre Rosso. The media said it was a shock to include him. I think he's proving everybody wrong here. JP Rosso on his debut. Picked up the ball. A nice assist from his teammate in Gonzalez. Perfect finish. Absolutely perfect finish from the wing back. And that is a good way to end off the half. 2-0 up, scoring in the 46th minute. No changes at halftime. We're going to the second half. Second half, not much has happened. I am going to make some swaps. Duarte is looking absolutely bashed out there. I am going to bring on Palacios. And I'm going to switch Palacios to the left-hand side and play Gonzalez on the right. Elsewhere, Valverde not looking 100%. Salazar is going to come in to play there. Ugarte also not looking great. Diaz will come in there. I'm going to switch those two around. I feel like Salazar is a little bit more attacking. I'm going to keep the one last sub just in case. Cordano for Bolivia goes long. Skunka wins it deep in our half with a header. Piqueres to Guzman. Guzman to Diaz. Piqueres looking for options. Finds Palacios. Diaz bringing it forward. Darwin Nunes. Palacios with the strike. Hits the crossbar. And that'll be cleared again from Bolivia. Right, as the time is running down, 5 minutes left. Gonzalez is looking super tired. So is Nunes. I'm going to take off Gonzalez. We'll bring on Torres to play there. I don't have any more subs. I was going to take off Piqueres as well. He's looking super tired. You know, just survive for 5 minutes, son. Survive for 5 minutes. That's all you need to do. We've secured the match. I don't see Bolivia coming back in at all in this game. They've changed up things, I suppose, tactically try and push us out of position. They've managed to win the ball back from Morocco. Terracos just bolted ahead of, I don't know, I think it was Guzman. And then Dennis pulled it in. Well, is there time for late drama? Who was that? It was Guzman. He just switched off there. Look, he was running, and then just passed him like it was absolutely nothing. And then he didn't even attempt to try and get back into position. Dennis, though, poor Caceres was left absolutely stranded in the center of the box there. Absolutely no. And now there's another highlight. There's another highlight. Torres wins it, though, for us. Palacios trying to bring in Skunka, couldn't. Rocker pings it up. Terracos to Dennis. The goal scorers come through again. This time Mele had to step up. As I was saying, Bolivia don't look like they're going to score. They've scored one and now they got a goal kick. The keeper was up as well. It's not going to be enough. I mean, we made it. To the skin of our teeth, we made it. The game against Argentina is going to be even worse, I think. But Darwin Nunes coming off the bench, picking up man of the match. Absolutely fantastic. Listen, guys, it's a win. It's a win. We're coming back for the Argentina game. Guys, we're back for the Argentina game. And unfortunately, Santos is injured for the next 3 weeks, which means he will be out of the national game for our Uruguayan Cup final. Uruguayo Cup final. But with that being said, it does mean Darwin Nunes comes back into the fray for Uruguay. Only other change, Boselli is coming for the very tired Guzman, and Palacios comes in for the very tired Gonzalez. I was going to play Rodriguez, but I'm going to play Skunka up front with Nunes for a bit, and maybe take him off at halftime. Same with the likes of Duarte and Piqueres. They're looking a bit tired compared to the others. Nunes as well, fair enough to him. But we don't really have many other strikers to play. So we are going to play this game. We are taking on Argentina. It is in Argentina, and it is an Argentinian squad that is looking very, 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 very good. They still have the likes of Emi Martinez. Gaia is still there. Christian Romero is still there. Lautaro Martinez is still there. Enzo Fernandez is still there. Nick Gonzalez is still there. Alistair McAllister is still there. And Martinez is still there as well. There's no Messi, though. I suppose it is 2028. I'm assuming he's retired. Varela's still there. Sule is still there. Alvarez is still there. Mastantuono, who is now a big name going to Real Madrid in real life, is there. So some big names. It's going to be a difficult one for us, but it is one that we have to win. We really, really do have to win this one. Pellegrino is their manager. That's interesting. They do play a 4-2-3-1, a bit of a... I don't know. I really hate this formation. It's just a cheat code formation. I've used it so many times as well, though, in fairness to Argentina. But it's a big game for us, and it starts off 35 seconds with a free kick to Argentina. Valentin heads it over the top. And maybe early signs that Argentina's not going to be a pushover. We've got the ball now. Pereira looking for the long throw to Ugarte. Beautiful cut back into Darwin. Looking for Rosso, who scored his first goal for Uruguay against Bolivia last game out. Managed to keep the nod ahead of St. Anna. Caceres going to Ugarte. Looking for some more options rather. Valverde. Nice ball there to Piqueres. He's got options. Palacios is coming to replace Gonzalez, who had a very good game against Bolivia, by the way. Valverde. Back post looking for Darwin Núñez. Can't find him. Ugarte to Skunka. Back to Ugarte. Núñez smashes the upright. And from the... there's immediately a highlight from the kickoff. Duarte loses out to Rodriguez. Enzo Fernandez now running forward with the ball. Gives it away to Boselli. Valverde to Duarte. Gives it away to Rodriguez again. Martinez to Valentini. Ocampo goes to Lautaro Martinez. Ocampos is through on goal. Has cut it in. Lautaro was there, but a great block from Caceres. McAllister with the corner. Goes to the near post, looking for options. Bubbles around. No one can find it. Lautaro picks it up again. Rodriguez to Nico Gonzalez on that back post. And another clearance from the team. This time it was Núñez who got the header to clear it. And Argentina are all over us at the moment. Mele with a strong punch out. And that would be enough right now. Of course, we want to win this game to stay ahead of Argentina on the qualification blocks. Kind of want to qualify as high as possible. Lautaro Martinez. I mean, me saying I want to qualify as high as possible. We are playing Argentina. I mean, they former World Cup winners. Let's be honest. This is football is in their DNA. Of course, we also were former World Cup winners. So I don't know what Mele was doing there, but that was a brilliant finish from Lautaro Martinez. It does now put a little bit more pressure on us because Colombia is also just behind us in fourth place, or in fifth place now. We're going to fourth, or in fourth place. But if Colombia, who are beating Brazil, putting on some pressure, not good. Here we go. Brazil just equalized, so relieve some of that pressure. We still stay 3 points now ahead of Ecuador and Colombia. I get it's Argentina, and I get we need to do a little bit better. Ugarte to do Núñez. Núñez is through. Núñez scores. I just said we have to do better, and Darwin Núñez has done better, but the flag is up. It is going to be offside. No VAR, of course, in these CONMEBOL World Cup qualifiers for some reason. Enzo Fernandez to Romero. Rodriguez goes over the top looking for Lautaro Martinez. Can't find him. Finds Enzo instead. Enzo Fernandez, the Manchester United player, funny enough, scores a second goal against us. That was heartbreak a little bit because I thought we had cleared the lines. Boselli header wasn't good enough. Enzo just literally ran in untouched. Piqueres couldn't even get a tackle in there. 2-0. Valverde. Núñez. there was a glimmer of hope when Nunes scored the offside goal. But it is going to be a half-time, 2-0 to Argentina. We're going to the second half. Not going to make any swaps yet. We have a free kick now. Palacios to the back post. Nunes looking for the header. Martinez was there. I feel like we have the quality to come back in this game. We don't necessarily have a bad squad. We're just not firing on all cylinders today. I suppose for the Bolivia game, we weren't playing great either. Palacios, Valverde brings it forward. Has got Nunes in front of him. Finds Darwin. Try to bring in Skunka there, who hasn't done much at all in this game. Nico Gonzalez gets tackled nicely from Piqueras, but it's left Gay open now. Running down, looking for the cross. Goes the low cross. Lautaro Martinez. The Interman puts his second of the game, and Argentina is now 3 goals ahead. Oh. That hurts. Simple little tap-in finish in the end, and I don't know what to do. Again, if you look at the stats, we haven't had any shots on target, but we've taken shots. We just need to hit the target. This defense of Argentina has been quite solid. Skunka to Piqueras. Back to Skunka. Has got some space. Palacios. Through to Darwin Nunes. Goes down in the box. It is going to be a penalty. I haven't sorted out the penalties for Uruguay. Who is taking the penalty? It is Nunes. Penalty. Nunes can take it. Yeah, we'll give Nunes the nod. He's a good penalty kick taker. Darwin Nunes will step up. Maybe the glimmer of hope. And he shoots and he scores. We've pulled one back. The Barcelona man getting onto the score sheet and then shooting his arrow for some reason. We 3-1 down. Don't celebrate. Grab the ball. Take it back to the middle. Let's carry on with this game, man. Let's carry on with this game when 3-1 does seem a little bit better than 3-0, right? I think so. I think it does look better. We're going to make some swaps. We need to make some swaps here. We're not looking good at all. Skunka has been absolutely poor. We'll bring on Rodriguez to play on that left-hand side. Elsewhere in the box, Duarte has been absolutely poor. Torres will come in there. Queiroz has been bad. Oliveira can come in there. Rosso's also been bad. St. Anna come in there. You know what? Valverde has also been he's very tired, isn't he? You know, Valverde come off for Salazar. Make some swaps. Get some fresh legs in there. I mean, Valverde hasn't played well. Our wing-backs haven't played well. Our strikers, we haven't really played well at all in this game. I know I was saying earlier, we've played well. We haven't. We've done nothing. Nothing positive, at least, in this game. Only saving grace is that they're looking very tired. And hopefully we can capitalize on that in the last 10 minutes of the game. Maybe score one more. Maybe look a bit better. Nothing. No, there's a corner. Palacios. Back post. Martinez saves that well. Looking to distribute it short by the looks of it. And he does go short to Bellardi. He's come in on as a sub from Martinez. Palacios now. Wins it back. Boselli. Palacios. Some fresh legs now working together. Salazar. Back to Salazar. Back to Caceres. St. Anna. Looking for down the wing space. Good space. They could have continued running, actually. Does get it back. And now has a defender on him. Gets the cross into Rodriguez. Luciano Rodriguez somehow puts that in the back of the net. Plays his football over in Saudi. A good little cross there from St. Anna. I thought he lost his opportunity when he poured it into Ugarte, but a good little looping cross. Rodriguez left unmarked at the back post. It's 3-2. We're back in this. There's 8 minutes or 7 minutes left of regulation time. He was onside. And that is beautiful crossing there from St. Anna. And there's a kickoff highlight. Ooh. Martinez, Valentini, Nico. They've put on some subs as well now. Nico Gonzalez running through to the wing. Looking for Lautaro on the hat-trick. A good clearance there from I'm not sure who that was. I think it was Caceres. Alvarez, look at him, got some space. Takes the shot, took a wicked deflection of Boselli. And Uruguay are back to 2-0 deficit. Who's your baby? I mean, this number, who's that? Salazar, why did you run away? Why did you run away from Alvarez? You literally just ran away and gave him the open space. There's another kickoff highlight. This match all kicking off now. Torres to Nunez. Good ball through. Rodriguez one-on-one. And Emi Martinez makes a vital save, but he was offside. That wouldn't have counted either way. A good little tackle initially to get dispossessed of the ball, but they've won it back in the midfield. Going all the way back to Martinez. Velarde looking for options, finding Enzo. Good ball through for them. They're bringing it forward now. Alvarez has scored a goal already. Very brutal on that wing side. Martinez now. Lautaro Martinez. No, sorry, I lied. That's Lisandro Martinez. And Nico Gonzalez is through on goal. He's going to try and cross it back. Finds Varela. Brings it back to Enzo Fernandez. And a great save from Mele in the... And actually, it was wide. It wasn't even a save. But I feel like he might have had a cover. We have played better in the second half, in fairness to the team. Scoreline doesn't show it, but we have played. I mean, scoreline second half will be 2-1. So, or 1-1 actually, because we scored in the first half, the penalty. No, we scored in this game, the penalty. The second half. Yeah, it was the second half. I lost track of time there a little bit. Ugarte finding Darwin Nunez to Torres. Torres with the goal. That one's going to stand. 4-3 now. We've got a real crack on our hands. That is literally 10 seconds left of the game. That is probably the last kick. Ugarte. Good ball to Darwin Nunez. Good ball across to Torres. And that is a world-class finish from Torres. Can't ask for much more than that. But it is going to be a loss, nonetheless. It is a loss. You know, I'm happy that the team, though, we fought back hard in that second half. We came back. In the grand scheme of things, we still stay third behind Argentina and Brazil. Brazil picking up a draw against Colombia, which I suppose is good for us because it keeps us sort of in and around the hunt as well. Still a lot of football left to play. There's still 6 more games left to play in this competition. And in terms of qualification, we just need to be in 6th. We are currently 11 points clear of 7th. So we should be good, bar any huge collapses going into the World Cup. But it is always just a little bit annoying that we lost. Anyway, we've got one more game coming up in the video. It is a Peñarol game. We are taking on Nacional on Wednesday. We're coming back for that game. It's derby day in the Copa Uruguay. This is the team that is starting. We have been plagued with a little bit of injuries and suspensions. Gerardo, Julio Rivero, Lucas Santos all injured. Ryan is suspended, which means the starting lineup will be as follows. Correa in goals. Rosso, Guzman, Fernandez, Garcia will come in for the replacement of the suspended Ryan. Monero, Arocochea in the midfield. These two have actually played very, very well together. Morea, Gonzalez, Gadea, and Skunka. Gadea coming in to replace Santos. Let's go to the game, guys. Let's go to the game. And we got a free kick for Nacional early on, 40 seconds in. And they smash it over the top, with the resulting goal kick being a highlight with Fernandez moving forward. Is it just me or does it look like it's like midday in Argentina, in Uruguay? Got like a afternoon dusk feel, doesn't it? Rosso, it's like a yellow filter. Gadea, looking for options, finds Morea. Gaston Morea, 34th goal of the season. No one does it quite like Morea. Isn't that true? Isn't that true? A beautiful Rania from Rosso. Cut inside. Gadea looking for options. Finds Morea. And a good little finish there. It's easy as you like. Absolutely brilliant. We have a corner now to the near post. Fernandez looking for the header. Couldn't find it. Rosso brings it on. Skunka! Hits the crossbar. Monero tries to have another opportunity. Lorenzo takes him off, and now Nacional on the counter. Rosso with a crunching tackle to prevent the counter-attack. Nothing else has happened since we scored that goal. It's been that. This is the only highlight since we had. We've had literally 3 highlights, or in fact, 2 highlights, because the one free kick was a resulting goal kick highlight, so I count that as 1 highlight. 1 highlight in this entire game so far. 2 highlights. And you can see we've been absolutely all over Nacional in this game. I'm just going to tell the players, you know what, I'm happy. I'm happy with the way they're playing. I don't think they need to overcomplicate things. Skunka and Arakachea both on yellow cards doesn't make me too happy, but we're not playing bad. We're not playing bad at all. Rosso with the throw-in now to Gadea. Lucas Monero, Arakachea, Gonzalez, Franco Gonzalez, the newly crowned Uruguayan international. Furtado goes long, looking for options, finds Guzman instead. Morea try to bring in Skunka. Not having the best of time out there again, Skunka. Didn't play well against Bolivia and against Argentina. Not playing well today. Fernandez looking for options. Finds Garcia. Try to bring in Lucas Monero there with a weird little cross midway through the half. I don't know why you do that. Arakachea, good ball this time. Finds Monero. And he's found Rosso with lots of space. The newly crowned Uruguayan international finds German Gadea for his 24th goal of the season. The under 21-year-old finds the back of the net. Did get called up to the under 21 Uruguayan team, so that's something nice to see from Gadea. And that is absolutely brilliant to see. Oh, you got to love it. You absolutely got to love it. Now, Nacional, 61 minutes in. I was about to make some swaps. They've got a free kick. They're going to bring it forward with Sosa. Finds Lopez with lots of space. And the shot in the end was not good at all. We are going to make those swaps. I've seen enough of Skunka. He's not playing great. So we're going to bring on Bonilla to play in there. Elsewhere, Gonzalez is looking a little bit tired. I'm going to bring in Roca to play in there. Garcia's not playing great. You know what? Castillo. Ever reliable Castillo, the most utility centre-back that we have. Can play anywhere along the back 4. Has played anywhere along the back 4. He'll come in at wing back on the left. Just a little bit more stability in the team. Well, with almost 10 minutes left to go, Morea has a free kick on the edge of the box. Goes for goal, hits it over. I just realized all my subs were on the left-hand side. Bonilla, Roca, and Castillo all on the left-hand side. We've got another free kick now again. Morea goes quickly to Bonilla. Back to Morea. Back to Roca. Morea again. Fernandez looking for options. Monero trying to bring it through. They've snuffed out the danger for now, but here comes Rosso. Good tackle, but he still has the ball, Rosso. Looking for the deep cross for Gadea. That's number 25. That's number 2 in the game. That's game over. Nothing Nacional could do about that finish. That was absolutely brilliant. The goalkeeper overcommitted to that one. I don't know if he had to. There was a couple of defenders covering him, and he decided to just overcommit, and then he realized that he didn't need to commit, and he was off his line. And that was always going to be a classy finish from the youngster. They're making some swaps, trying to help their cause. Not going to be enough. We will be winning this game and winning another trophy in Uruguay as Peñarol set the celebrations in flight. Here we go. Copa Uruguaya champions yet again. 2 seasons in a row. 2 league titles in a row for us as well. We didn't win the Intermediate Cup there, so not a domestic treble, unfortunately. Nacional beat us on that one, but this time we get our revenge in a cup final. Guzman holding the trophy, our players stretching for some reason, and it is going to be another trophy in the cabinet for Peñarol. Beautiful stuff. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Fantastic little result. Congratulations on the win, boys. That is brilliant. In terms of next episode, I mean, yeah, we are the champions again. Like I said, the famous treble. What else did we win? The Super Uruguay. I forgot we won that one as well. Okay, we could have won 4. We could have won 4. Now, in terms of where we stand and how we go forward, Next episode will be a transfer special, I guess. But I am going to be keeping an eye out on the job offers as well. We did explain in the beginning of the video that there is maybe some teams that we're looking at potentially taking over. Vasco da Gama wouldn't be a bad option. They've got a lot of money, and they're a decent Brazilian team. Never managed in Brazil. So this could be quite interesting. We'll keep an eye out on this one. Well, there you have it, folks. We've won a treble. Apparently, I completely forgot about the Super Uruguay, which is awesome to see. Was hoping to win the 4th trophy, but unfortunately, the intermediate trophy thing, the halfway season mark, we didn't win that one. But alas, a new season is about to dawn on us now. The big thing is, I did leave you a bit of a cliffhanger looking at other jobs. I have explained to you guys that I am going to be breaking my rule where I cannot apply for other jobs. I just feel like if we want to get any sort of progress in the Copa Libertadores, I'll have to apply for jobs rather than them coming to me. And the reason is that Brazilian clubs tend to stick to Brazilian managers. They don't really look for guys like me. I know Penarol picked me, but they're Uruguayan, and we need something a little bit better. We need something with a little bit more money, a little bit more stability, and maybe a little bit more pedigree in the squad. Nothing wrong with Penarol. They're a fantastic team. I just don't think they have that extra oomph to go through to the finals of the Copa Libertadores. But that's for another story. We don't know what's happening next episode. You guys need to tune in. Your boy, the Vaslap, is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.